Mark Buell against Same Alkade, table 11. Table number 12, Jan Rempe against Mohammed Al-Asfar, table 12. Table number 13, Blake Bernard against Dennis Laskowski, table 13. Table number 14, Anthony Wen against Boris Ivanovsky, table 14. And on table number 15, Michael Sagar against Casper Verstegen, table number 15. It's race to 9, alternate break. 9 ball to spot with the break box in effect. And a rack template will be used. Good luck.
Well, a warm welcome to all our pool fans joining us from around the globe. You join us for day 1 of the OrangeForks Productions Open here in Lelystad, Wizards Pool Hall, just north of Amsterdam. You join us for the winners round. 1, Tom Penrose against Oliver Szylnocki. I will endeavour to get that surname pronounced better throughout the match. My name is Gethin Davis. I am about to be joined in the commentating box with my esteemed colleague Graham Hickman, and while he just sets up, Oliver is in the balls. We are playing race to 9, 9 ball. Welcome, Graham.
Thank you. I was just attending to some business behind the scenes, but yes, looking forward to this one. Oliver, one of our highest Fargo rating players here, and very dangerous player on the circuit, indeed. And Tom's no slouch on the table. He's a very good player, Tom.
Absolutely. I had the pleasure of talking to Tom pre-match. He did allude that he hasn't been playing so much this summer, electing to prioritise work. However, he is here, and I know once he gets a pool cue in his hand, he settles in very nicely. But you're quite right about Oliver. A dangerous, formidable opponent. And always seems to play with a little smile and a little bounce in his step, as if he knows what he is capable of. I think we're going to be in for a lovely match here, Graham.
Yeah, I think it's all going to come down to, Tom, to be fair, obviously we know Oliver travels around, plays a lot of tournaments on the big stage, and like you've just said there, Gethin, if Tom hasn't been playing, he really needs to try and get into the match and hang on to Oliver's tails a little bit, because I can't expect too many mistakes from him.
Not at all. And while he just settles down for this 2 ball, I just wanted to add to our viewers, we have got 4 tables being streamed to you through the OrangeForks YouTube channel. On stream 2, Dutch favourite Marco Teutcher against Hassan Osman, who we got to see on the TV table earlier today. Blake Bernard versus Dennis Laskowski on stream 3. And on stream 4, Jonas Dor against Cyril Ledoux. So we're already getting in to some very juicy matches on day 1.
Yeah, and we're just getting warmed up, Gethin. We have some matches still to follow. Those matches at 9 p.m. where we'll have homegrown Niels Feyen will be on the table. Obviously, very well-known player, someone to watch out for this event. And we'll also have Nick Vandenberg, Mark Bijsterbosch, Mika van Berkel, Pongas, a lot of the Dutch contingent. Jan van Leeuwen was playing somewhere. There's a very heavy strength and depth of the Dutch over here today and over the weekend, which you would expect with it being in the Netherlands. Very dangerous. But any one of those guys could win this, to be fair.
Absolutely. I'm sure Oliver has something to say about that, but
as well as some other players from Germany, and Sufi is here.
Yeah.
Khan Salim. There's a lot of good players.
I don't know which of our viewers are still here from the last match. And we saw Mohammed Sufi best Amsterdam's Damien in a good match. Strong performance from Mohammed, following on from his good performance in the double side event yesterday. And he's come here to play, but more importantly, Oliver's come here to play. And one mistake from Tom. And we see Oliver take the first rack to lead by 1 rack to 0. Tom won't be expecting to miss too many balls like that today, especially not if Oliver's going to punish him like that.
No, and Tom knows. He's been around long enough to know the nature of the beast. You've got to take chances against these top players. We've seen that in the last one. I did the commentary with Kevin on with Sufi against
Damien. I'm trying to think of his second name. Plays in
local
Amsterdam
guy.
Nord.
Yeah, local guy, but he missed a few chances. Could have been a lot closer. But you've got to take them. It's always a cliche, I know, but you have to take them even more against the bigger guys, because if you don't show them that you're here, putting them under a little bit of pressure, then they don't really crack as much.
No, not at all. And new viewers, just to give you a quick update to the format. As you can see, Oliver now breaking. It's alternate break, not winner breaks. And if you can see on your screen now where the cue ball is running through, there's a box, and that is the break box where they have to break from. There is no 3-point rule, so you do not need to get 3 balls above the head string off the break. But the 9 ball is on the spot and not the 1 ball. And that just adds a little bit more complexity to this. And as we've already been witnessing today, the alternate break just helping shift momentum a little bit more often. And it's given us some great games already, some hill thrillers as well. But Oliver is coming out the block strong here, Graham.
Yeah, and he's perfect on this 3 ball as well. He can maybe just pull it back ever so slightly. Just try to be nice and straight on this 4. Yeah, he looks in good shape here, and 7, 8, and 9 is just sitting a treat. So just pull this cue ball back a little bit. Not too much. He wants to have a bit of angle on the 5 to come across for the 7. So maybe just a smidge. He looks good though, Gethin.
Yeah, he's looking like he's very much found his rhythm early on.
Yeah, I think what's interesting is because we had a bit of a gap between the 5 o'clock matches and the 7 o'clock matches, we had a few early finishes. This table was available, and Oliver and Tom were both kind of back and forwards warming up on this table for a good 30 minutes, which I honestly think that'll be in Oliver's favour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you think about that, but having players practice on the table they're playing on, yeah, look, we're not in a Euro Tour or a Euro Championships here, right? It's a pool hall, but getting used to this table very quickly is definitely going to favour Oliver over Tom.
Well, if Tom hasn't had as much table time this summer, I will expect him, as the tournament goes on, he will open up and get a little more confidence around the table. We know what Tom is capable of doing, and if anything, Oliver's coming out with the right strategy of shutting him out and taking advantage of the early mistakes that may come. And Tom now up to break. He'll be looking to start getting some balls in on the break and developing a little bit of his own momentum here. He's just...
There's a cue ball.
Good call, Graham. Yeah. Where is the cue ball going? I was focused on that 1 ball that just missed the middle pocket on the cut break.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that just, you feel like it just goes from bad to worse sometimes, you know.
Yeah, compounds.
Ran a couple and then a scratch. It's like, ah. And then you kind of think Oliver gets out and then he break and runs, and then before you know it, you're like, what's happened? But it's still very early. It's race to 9, like you say, and it is double elimination. So, not to say that whoever's going to win or lose yet, but this is not last chance saloon just yet.
You mentioned a good thing there, though, Graham, about the preparation for this match with the 2 players. And they were both at the table, like you said, for a good 20-30 minutes. Yeah, practicing. And I did see Oliver making a lot of bank shots, and I'm just wondering if there's a bit of mind games at play there. Putting in some fancy shots in front of Tom, just maybe to offer a little bit of intimidation. And if it was, it's certainly working by the looks of it.
Yeah, good call. Showing him that his laser locked in. He's definitely going to go into a ball here, I think. He needs to play with a bit of pace to get away from it. How's the 6 ball going to come into play? It needs to keep going.
That was a good thick hit on that 7.
Yeah. It's not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Tom there, utmost professional. He realised that the cue ball has come over to that side of the table, and maybe Oliver likes to take a bit of a step back, so just removing himself from his own space. I kind of like that. Small detail, but
yeah,
just shows how aware he is. Tom, very experienced player. He's coming twice across back here, I think. Oh, he didn't even take it on, Gethin.
No, he fancied the safety.
Oh, he has left it though. Sniff for Tom here, I think.
I think you're right.
Maybe not from that.
The thinnest of edges, but will it be thick enough to see the pot?
I think I could be wrong. I don't know if he can. He could definitely get it off one rail. Don't know if he can pot it though. Oh, he could.
He could indeed.
He's going to have another one, but that's a good shot.
Yeah, that was a high difficulty shot for Oliver there, and a bit of an old head on young shoulders, I feel, in playing a shot like that.
Yeah, but what I'm surprised in is though the cue ball was always going to be heading up in that direction, Gethin, so he knew what kind of shot he was going to be left with, which makes me think he was going to play safety anyway, or could he have played a better safety on the 2? I don't know.
Good shout.
Doesn't matter, but either way, he's got another chance. I think he can probably just avoid the scratch. Just kind of cinch this. He might have to play the 4 a little bit fat up the rail, you think? Just to avoid the scratch?
Yeah,
maybe.
Middle pocket looks rather big there.
It looks like he's going straight forward, so maybe he's okay. Oh, he was fine.
And made the pot. Yeah. Made it look easy.
Yeah, it looked like he was odds on to head towards that centre pocket, but maybe a bit deceiving from our view. He's got another cut shot here. Natural position on the 6 to go across table.
Well, as much as his attempted safety didn't work and allowed Tom to get to the table and put the next ball, it's very interesting to show how he's approaching the game. Certainly this match, he's showing the utmost respect to Tom, and not just going for the show shots. He's come here to win this, I think.
Yeah, it's just dangerous, very dangerous.
He's finished all but straight on this 7, and if anything, just a little bit high, so looks like he's going to run through round 2 rails.
Yeah, just had enough angle.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to be coming into the line of the 8, so he's played that well, so he could probably just draw this down without even using a rail. I mean, he could punch it into the rail if he wanted. Just depends how much angle he feels he has. There you see.
Yeah. Well, this is a solid start by Oliver Graham. Not really seen any chinks in the armour as yet.
But this is what you come to expect from all these players. Open table. Just controlled. Using the right angles.
Absolutely. As we look out across the arena here at the other matches, as I mentioned earlier, we do have the 4 matches being streamed, with this table having commentary from Graham Hickman and Gethin Davis on this occasion. And I just wanted to put a quick thank out to all our partners and sponsors for helping us make this happen. It's a tough event to get on, as are most pool events. A lot of hard work goes in the backgrounds, and obviously the running of the event as well. And I'd just like to thank the Wizards, Lelystad, KAMUI Brand, Go Customs, Mariposa Cues, Aramith, Simonis Cloths, and Dutch School of Pool.
So watch this one ball in the side. Oh, he gets a couple of balls in.
He did. He looked like he hit that a bit thin, but to great effect.
Well, this will be some shot here, getting, because he's going completely the wrong direction. I think just don't think he can avoid. Don't think he can hit the short rail. Yeah, it's a funny angle.
Yeah, it's tricky.
And where the 3 ball is, there's a lot of space in that top left part of the table, but is he forced to play it in?
When he put his cue there then, I thought he was looking at the bank and playing a straight bank.
Well, maybe. I don't know how much he can. If he can avoid and get where his chalk is on the table, just sticks to pocket, then he's fine. No, he's playing safe. Yeah. I don't think he had the angle.
No, the cue ball needs to run a little bit further if he wants to get the 6 ball in the way. He hasn't done that. And, well, he's not left Tom an easy opener, but he's left Tom a good look at this too.
He's going to try and check it up the top table, but this is the thing with the new cloth and the slide. Not going to get really so close to that, and he's played it not a terrible 2 ball to be fair, but Oliver's going to have to play this this will be a bit of a pacey shot if he does want to go up and down. Does he want to come back down short side, try and get the cue ball on the same side where the 2 ball is now, getting up and down? Maybe could be an option.
Well, he just walked over to that side of the table. That might be one he's eyeing up, Graham.
Going to have to put a bit of pace on this though. He's not there. He had to hit it really hard. That was a tough one.
Has he left a cut on it though?
Yeah, but that's true. He could try to cut it and put a bit of spin into the 8 ball, maybe. Try and see if good things can happen. He does have a good safety as well, though.
He does, yeah.
Some of that traffic. He's not against turning down shots, as we've seen already. If he doesn't like it, he won't go for it.
No.
Yeah, there you see. He's going to try and get some cover behind the 7 ball, I think. Getting
what, thin the
on the left
3
side. Scratch does come into play a little bit. So easy to just. That's why he's going the other way.
Oh, yeah.
And try and screw it. Bottom rail behind the 5 and 8, maybe. Point. Oh, how do you look? He's potted it. That's in. I'm telling you.
Oh, good call, Graham.
It's in, but what's he do from here? I mean, that 5 in the side is just horrible.
Well,
but he could top it through and put him up behind the 6, couldn't he?
That would, from here, that looks the obvious shot, but it depends what Oliver's looking at down there. From that angle, from the overhead, it looks like there is no path through.
Yeah, I think he's going behind this 6 ball here. Oh, wait a minute.
He's a bit soft.
Needs a thin one. Yeah, he's okay. If he hit that ball full, he was in trouble, because I don't think he was getting a rail there.
No. No, and that would have been foul. As it is.
Squeaky noise tells me it's a jump stick. It's a bit of a short stick, isn't it? Yeah, he's going for the dart. Yeah, it's a pretty good hit.
Yeah.
How's your luck?
I don't think he's got away with it, though.
I agree. It's going to be a little drop one. All about the pace. Try and get up towards that middle part of the table.
Yeah, Tom's really not been able to get his teeth into this match yet.
No, he's had a little sniff and he overcut that 4 ball, I remember.
Correct.
When he was in. This looks pretty good pace to me.
Yeah, he's stretched that well.
Just bring it back towards the centre part of the table. Give himself options. Even though the 8 ball and 9 ball is relatively close, he can go left side of the table or right side, depending how he lands. This could be down the right side.
Yeah, I think he wanted the cue ball just to track over a little bit more towards him.
Yeah, these ones are a little bit more touchy because you're only playing off the one rail and letting the cue ball drift down. Whereas when you're playing off the two rails, it's kind of going into the line of the shot.
Yeah.
I mean, you could try and punch this, but one rail, I think. He's played it well, Geth.
Yeah. Nice bit of running side to just chase that cue ball down towards the end of the table there. And Oliver isn't giving Tom an inch, Graham.
No, he's definitely turning the screw here, punishing everything that comes his way. But this is the nature of the game.
Absolutely.
I've said it before. It's tough school against these top guys.
And as we mentioned during our first match, big prize money for this tournament has really brought the top European players over for here. And I think you're going to find, as our viewers watch over the next 3 days, that these games are going to get tougher and tougher. And Tom's going to need to step up a little bit here at 4-0 down.
Yeah, all starts with making a ball, which he does. That's a very good break.
Yeah,
Two balls
absolutely.
winner. Hasn't dressed up, but he does have a shot on it. Can try and make something happen. Cue ball's going to be travelling here, Gethin. I think could be maybe a few rails. Don't know if he can hold it for the 4 on the side, so it could be a little. Sorry, you go around the 3 here. Should be fine.
Oh, he's played that as soft as he could. What a shot!
That was a lot harder than it looked. 4-0 down. Playing those shots, very good. Needs to keep going a little bit more. Is he a bit in between? No, he's okay. Just drift this over. 2 rails maybe. We said that a bit hard.
Yeah, it's going to run.
Plenty table there. He was never really going to hook himself, but a little pacey though, Gethin, I think. A bit more distance.
Yeah, Tom not having as much match time at the table as Oliver has, which is a testament to the scoreline.
Just needs to run though. Needs to keep going. Okay, he's going to have to. Don't know if he can play into the 9 here. It's hard to tell. Around the world.
Yeah, all very delicate.
No, he could play into the 9. It's not a bad outcome, to be honest, from there, Gethin. That's okay.
No, anything can happen when you're running into balls. You leave it a little bit to the elements.
Yeah, well played, Tom. That was a good finish. That 2 ball was exceptional. It made it look very easy on the stream, but trust me, that took some cueing. 4-0 down, not had any table time, and he played it well.
Yeah.
Really did.
And Tom gets off the mark. Scoreline now 4-1 to Oliver. With the alternate break, it does give Oliver a chance of snuffing out any real momentum that Tom was looking to get there. However, he will not be wanting to let Tom back to the table here either.
Oh, what a good hit.
Yeah, just had to get the magic rack out of there. He's having a look at the options there. Not really engaged in what he's thinking right now. Have you got any ideas, Graham?
Yeah, he's
pushing.
tough one. He's just going to have to. I mean, he puts it where his hand is. Yes, he has a clean shot on the 2, but it's a pretty straightforward kind of hide shot behind the 5. Yeah, it's a tough one. I'd probably be more like pushing. Can you leave a kick and stick? I don't even know if that's even an option. Depends how. It's going to be a stretch. Maybe he might just leave an edge of the 2 rather than a full shot on the 2. I prefer to leave an edge. Oh, he's catching the corner of this ball. He's trying to make the 4 a bit more tricky. I like that shot because if you look at the 2 ball here, Gethin, he has got a pretty okay up and down, and he could get some cover behind the 5. I mean, he could play off the left side and try to bring the cue ball down, but I think he'll probably play on the right side. Use the 5. Oh, he's caught it all wrong.
No.
Second prize, maybe. Oh, he's left an edge here, I think.
I think he has.
Just.
Yeah, you sort of called that right, Graham, from the get-go. I'm not too sure what value there was coming off the left-hand side of the 2. Maybe a bit more distance between them, but that was an all matter of wrong once the cue ball.
You could just tell the pace as well. But the question here is, what angle does he have on the 2? Is he going into the 4 off one rail? Or if he's going to hit the 4 from behind, I don't think he can catch the 7. It'd be nice if he could. See what he does. He's definitely heading down that area. Well, maybe he didn't fancy it. But that tells me if he could play that shot, then he could probably have played it thinner.
Do you think he went for it? No.
I don't think so. He missed it by some way. Maybe he's not taking any chances.
Well, no. And that would explain his conservative approach.
Is this cuttable in the side? Up and down? Into the back of the 7? No, he's caught the 6. But he's got control. And now he can open the 4.
He
Hopefully
can.
try and get a good save. He needs to give this a bit of thought.
The cue ball behind the 9. Is he looking to put the cue ball? Oh, I think he may have been.
Yeah, he's been for the bank or not.
Oh, he's having a look. Oh, he's happy with
what a great
that.
shot. Didn't put his hand up, so he went for that.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
So this is a shot here now.
It appears Tom's best form of defense is offense.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. And these balls are sitting nice here. He's got a nice angle here to either go forwards or other side of the table. Choose what he wants to do. Maybe above the 9, bounce it up, one reel. He's getting a little bit of confidence going here. That was a good bank. If he takes these out,
We could see a spring in the step.
that needs to go though. Needs to go, he's okay. Don't try to be a hero, just
Yeah, make sure. I wouldn't imagine Oliver would be getting too worried at this point. But I will say Tom will be growing in confidence, and that fire in his belly will be getting bigger and hotter.
yeah, and he's got a chance with the break as well. So a little bit of a shift there from 4-0. Looked like he was running away with it, but
Yeah,
bit of a sniff which he took. Good little run out there, and all of a sudden Tom's going to be feeling a little bit better about himself. Love to get a good break here, at least have a chance.
yeah. Well, we said he needed to start making something happen. He's certainly done that. He now trails. Tom Penrose trails by 2 racks to 4 against Oliver Shilnocki.
Oh, what
Oh.
a break. Where's the 1 going though? Needs a love bounce, doesn't get it. However, he has just done 1 bank. Does he go complete offense for the 2 ball? Just where the 2 ball,
I
there it
like
is.
your thinking, Graham. I like your thinking.
The only reason why I say that is he could play even a stop shot. He's going for the cut, I think. He's going for the bank with a little bit of safety, maybe. Oh, well, I think he's good, you know. Yeah, he is. Great shot.
He's come down here now to have a look. He's looking to catch it off one rail. And is he looking to try and get safe? Because that would mean he'd have to hit it quite soft.
Yeah, I think if he's trying to catch it, kind of on the right side, but quite full, so he can push the one ball below the three and kind of leave the cue ball not far from where the one is now, and hopefully get some cover behind the 3 and 5. He shouldn't play this too hard, I don't think. Okay, what do I know? He's going to get a hook behind the 9. Very fortunate there. Tom will be a little bit aggrieved.
Yeah.
He hit that all wrong, but what a result. Jump shot coming here.
And on table number 16, Jonas Door against Cyril Ledoux. Table 16.
Oh, typical. It's typical. You play a good shot, someone gets a bit of a roll, and momentum is halted for the moment.
Yeah, that wasn't the easiest of jump shots. But if there was a spark from Tom, that little bit of fortune from Oliver has put pay to that, certainly for the meantime.
Yeah, and this 3 to 4 is quite nice because you can afford to run below the 5. You could even go to the rail and he'd still have an okay angle to the 4. I do like the rail because then he kind of guarantees the angle. Yeah, that's what he's playing.
Needs it to run a bit more. There you go. Got a bit of a bounce, Graham.
Yeah, it's still kind of natural to go up table. He just wants to make sure he doesn't let the cue ball run away too much. If he's straight on this 4, it's not end of the world, but you'd love to have a bit of angle. Let the cue ball do the work. How's the pace?
Yeah. I think he's left himself a very nice angle there. He does make it look rather simple.
Yeah, I don't know, you know, he might have to force this. He could punch it in with right hand spin and go a couple of rails, but if he's going forward, is he going behind the 6? Or can he go inside the 6? Oh, he had enough to come inside.
Yeah.
Camera angles can be a bit deceiving sometimes.
Which keeps it interesting for ourselves.
Yeah, definitely.
But so far, Oliver looking formidable.
Yeah, that little bit of fortune forced a jump mistake by Tom. That'll work.
Yes. That will indeed. And I'm just thinking that bit of momentum that Tom was building, he's now going to have to do it all again. But this time he may have to do it against Oliver's break, as Oliver takes a 5-2 lead over Tom Penrose in this race to 9. As you look out at the other tables, directly above the TV table there, that looks like Marco Teutsch's table. Marco is playing, against Hassan Osman, who we had on the TV table. And if you want to keep your eye on all the scores, please log in to qscore.com and do a search for OrangeForks Open, where all the live scores are being kept, and all the fixtures, or certainly the forthcoming fixtures, so you can keep an eye on where your players are up next. And if you are watching on any of the other streams, please do also like, share and subscribe. As with the TV table here, it all really goes a long way to supporting this and future tournaments from OrangeForks, as Oliver has made a dry break, Graham.
Yeah, he was actually a bit fortunate there, Gethin. He was scratching in the bottom left, but a little bit of traffic prevented it.
Ooh.
It's actually worked out. Not a terrible result. No real shot for Tom. Try and get some cover.
Wow. I like the way he's played that. Was dicing a little bit with trouble there.
Can he get between the 8-ball and the 2-ball?
Oh, it looks tight, doesn't it?
8-ball, 2-ball and 5-ball, yeah, and trying to catch that one from the bottom. That's his only real option, I think.
Kick and stick.
Well, if he hits the 1-ball there, it's definitely going to go into some traffic. You would think the 1-ball would hit something. Can't see it getting out of there. He could try to play one cushion and flick off the 1. That could be an option, but then you're flirting with a lot of danger. But if he goes the other way and catches the 1-ball full, what's going to happen? It's pure luck.
Yeah.
I don't see where he's going to get this out. That's why I played the flick. He's played that well. Oh, what a great shot that is.
That is a very good shot. He may have leaked an edge out for Tom there, but that's a tough shot.
Yeah, from where he was, though, he done well to catch the edge.
This needs to run onto a rail. It has done.
He's left a chance, though.
Yeah. Appears Tom couldn't see the 1-ball there and had to play a 1 rail onto it, which does not give you guarantees. And where this 2 is, he doesn't really need to do too much and just focus on potting the 1-ball here.
Yeah, I'm just thinking where the 3 is. He'd love to be somewhere kind of to the left side of the break box, so he could possibly do something for the 3, but he's going to have to play it with a bit of pace. Come back a couple of rails. He's just taking his medicine.
Yeah.
Not sure how that's going to line, though. Not so good. It's going to be bridging. Maybe he's thinking he could avoid the 5.
Yeah.
Go a couple of rails back out.
Looks a big enough gap there if he can miss the 5.
Yeah, he must be able to. That's what he was looking at, I think. Three to 4 needs a bit of care as well, so middle of the table will give him options. I think you just let the spin do its work here. Oh, it's all gone wrong.
Yeah, he needed to avoid the 4.
Well, surely he can't get through there. If he can, that's absolutely incredible, which I don't think so.
No.
Up and down it is.
Yeah, I think he can come inside the 7, not bring it into play.
Yeah, it's funny, all these measuring systems with cues and super interesting.
It is.
I'm just a field player, me getting. Have a look, see how it feels. Obviously it works for some players. So the reason why I say that is, when you're trying to measure things, how do you compensate for spin and the slide and on
Yeah,
new cloth? It's
new cloth.
super hard to judge it. Of course, it gives you a guide. That's why I think I prefer to go for the feel. You feel how it's sliding, or I don't know, each to their own. But it's always interesting to see people measuring stuff.
Yeah.
Just waiting for someone to get a protractor out or something at some point.
Tape measure.
Yeah, give it a real good looking over micrometers and getting a bit technical here, but So he's overran that. Does he drop this in the middle because of where the 5 is?
I think he has to
He
now.
has to, doesn't he? I say drop it. 6-9 combo is an option, maybe. You could go 2 rails for the 6 in the side, maybe.
Yeah,
Looks like the option.
as in just running through.
2 rails, yeah, and just let the cue ball do its work. How's the pace? Went for the combo, you know.
Oh, I think he has. He was
Interesting.
listening to you, Graham.
But he had it pretty straightforward to get on the 6 there. But maybe he felt if he was straight in on the 6, it's just ball in hand combo. Still fancy to make this though. Nicely done.
Yeah,
well
absolutely.
done. Gets one back. 3-5. Hanging in.
He's not going to let Oliver get away with that. He's not going to let him run away. And 5-3, respectable scoreline. Tom is back at the break box. So, just trying to think back on the break and run situation. I'm pretty confident we haven't had one yet. Or was the first? No, it wasn't. Although we do have Q score, which now is able to share that information with us all. But this would be a great time for Tom to put in a break and run and maybe start to ask a couple of questions of Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver's had 2. And Tom's had 1.
Oh,
I feel like, did we miss 3 break and runs, or is that just me? We're so engrossed in the details of these
could
matches.
very well be.
Actually, I do recall Tom taking a very good finish out, if you remember. I do remember that one. Oh, wait a minute. How was that gone in there?
Oh, should never have been anywhere near it, Tom.
He was trying to go 2 rails, wasn't he, and sneak behind it.
Yeah. And if that was the time for Tom to start asking questions of Oliver, he's missed that opportunity. And Oliver will want to quickly capitalize on that. And we can get nicely on this 5. It should be quite straightforward for Oliver. Well, as straightforward as it gets at this level under these pressures.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he can check this in. Or does he go to the right side? He's going to check it in, I think. Stay away from that 7. Just come to the left side. Needs to run a touch. He's just okay. He can just drag this in with a bit of screw. Needs to be away from the 8. He'd love to stay to the right side of the 8. I'm not sure if he can hold it that well, but I think so. If he uses a rail, then he's going to have to give it a bit for speed. Yeah, he gets the right side of the 8, maybe. Nearly. Still fine though.
Yeah.
Queuing wise is good. Pretty straight on this 8 ball would be nice. Needs to run a bit.
It does. Still fancy him for it.
Yeah, I don't know if he can dig into it though. Can he go around the back of the 9? Does he have that angle? I think so. Yeah, it looks good from here. Had to play it with a bit of check side there. Wasn't a natural.
Oh, he's not going to let Tom get back into this, Graham, by the looks of it. He's going to make Tom work as hard as he will probably have to today.
Yeah, I've got this vision in my mind of, do you know when you used to see the big person and the little person trying to have a fight, and the big person puts his hand on the head of the little person and they're trying to get closer to the bigger person, but they can't get there. Obviously, you have to visualize what's going on in my mind. you're saying he's keeping Tom at bay. That's what I was thinking. The big guy keeping the little guy at bay with the hands. Yeah, just keeping that 3-rack cushion.
And as I mentioned before, with Oliver's choice of shots where he's gone defensive, it's actually just shows his respect for Tom, and he knows what Tom is capable of. He's got that break working nicely, yeah, Graham.
He's going to get a shot here. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
No, it's not. As he removes the magic rack.
He's got a nice angle to go over for the 5. Well, for the 3 to come down for the 5. He's got plenty of space on this left side of the table.
Yeah. This is this could even be the key pot here. Left that nice, Graham. Yeah. Flick around 2 rails, maybe even just the 1.
Yeah, depends how he feels. Depends on the angle. He's bridging over a little bit. Normally the 2 rails in these situations is a bit more favourable, just to avoid running away from any position. How's the angle? Yeah. He's got to play a draw shot here, though. Yeah, he's just put a little bit grimace on his face, so he'd love to draw it off the long rail and back out, but the middle pocket comes into play, so this could be more of a field shot, potentially. Yeah, he was able to force it across.
Very nice.
He's nice on the 6 as well, so I think he can just avoid the 9. Actually, he might have a little bit angle to the right. He might even want to play this with topspin and go in between. He does like to play those topspin shots.
And rather than stun over across.
Yeah, he's played it a few times. He likes to go forwards. I was watching him in his warm-ups as well. He was going forward like that instead of going up with draw. He definitely has angle on this 7 ball. Can he draw it back below the 9, you think, and avoid the middle?
If he can, that would be his preferred route. And take that 9 ball out of play.
Yeah, it's all about speed. The harder you hit it, the more angle you don't get. So play this a bit soft. Yeah, you see, he played it quite soft, just to let it bite. That looks pretty straight.
That does, doesn't it?
Poker straight even. He could play a stop shot and take the medicine, or he could. Players like to dig down and do a bit of a draw, don't they? If he can get his cue in quite nice, just come back where his hand is off 1 rail. Yeah,
good pace.
Yeah, he cued it really well. Bit too well, I guess. He's gone a little bit further than perfect position, but still, this is very much business as usual territory.
I do notice he keeps a good rhythm around the table, Oliver. He doesn't seem to speed up when the balls are running in nicely. He's good method. It's important for everyone watching at home, especially newcomers to the game.
Yeah, he's very steady away. Now we're getting to the crunch part of this match because Oliver's on the hill. And you have to say... Oh, is he on the hill? No, he's on 7. Is he getting a bit excited there? He's nearly. I thought I was going to say he's nearly on the hill, but I thought I'd missed something.
I think Gino gave him a little look. Went, hey, you pressed it too many times.
Yeah. So yeah, it's getting to the big business end here for Oliver, and for Tom. Doesn't really have many lives left, if I could say that. No more mistakes as much, unless the pool gods are on your side.
Oh,
which they have been on this break. This is an interesting push-out opportunity because the one ball doesn't really...
If he can see an edge, he may just want to thin it and come back across to where the cue ball is now.
Yeah, good call. Looks tight.
Yeah.
What can he see? The only downside of that edge, Gethin, is that it could come back towards the 9. You can't because you can't really play with spin because it's so close to the 3.
Yeah.
Maybe a push out might be better. But where's you going to push out to? That's also a question.
Okay.
The one's not really going to go. That's the problem. The one's kind of going to go towards the right side of the table. I don't think it's going to travel so much unless he plays it pacey. Can he get the cue ball up?
Yeah, he'd have to have the cue ball on the 6pence up there.
I mean, he does have the 5 and the 4 there that could help him. If he can just somehow get the cue ball up top table next to the corner pocket somewhere. That's what he tried. Didn't really go to plan. It was an interesting one, that. This is a tester for Tom, though.
Yeah.
Nothing coming easy at the moment. The only good thing is the 2 balls there waiting.
Oh, solid cueing.
Yeah, it was. Very good. Needs another one, though.
Yeah, that 3 is a little tricky where it's situated. If Tom can get above it like that.
Still needs one more. Getting this 4 ball, unless he plays 4-5 combo, he's going to have to go a couple of rails. So it depends what he wants to play. It looks like he's jacking up for a bit of power.
Yeah, let's come back across. Not bad effort.
A bit too much juice, but
yeah,
hard to control them off 2 rails.
Would ideally just want to make sure of this pot. But this is a blind pocket. Just adds to the level of difficulty.
Yeah, is it better to go on the side? I don't know.
Yeah, it looks like he was...
Bank's not on, so he's got to dig down if he goes in the corner.
Oh, he's seen a gap. He's seen a gap, Graham. Oh, my Lord. If you can see the look Graham gave me at home, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable.
I mean, look at that for a bank. At that pace as well. Wow. Incredible.
Well, that is certainly one for the highlight reel.
Yeah, I'm just wondering there if he thought maybe the 7 could be his friend if he caught the 7 as well. But what a fantastic bank. Is he going around the world here? I don't know if he can check this. He's trying it. Slide.
Well, he's given himself the opportunity to win this rack, but he's going to have to turn down this opportunity, I think.
That's one of the shots I was mentioning before, Gethin. Some shots are just not possible. I think that check shot he tried with the new cloth just wouldn't bite.
No, correct.
So didn't really have an option other than trying to get the 6 ball down below the 9, which is a bit unsuccessful. Oliver's got to be taking this on.
Yeah.
Really. Yes, he's looking to go in the right side. Interesting. I'm sure he could put that in the bottom left. But maybe it's tighter than it looks. Looks like he can put it in the bottom left from here.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what his considerations were. Is it because of where the white ball is going to swing at his end of the table? Perhaps. But you'd have to feel that this is the trickier shot of the 2. Let's have a look, Graham.
Yeah, this one's way more missable for me this way. It's just so difficult. Cutting it back with spin that way. Could be a separation shot here. Just try and put the white ball on one long rail, 6 ball on the other. for another bank. Get in.
Yeah.
I don't know about that shot. After he played safe on the last one, I felt like he had a safety option there.
Oh, it's just stayed up short though.
I think they're cutting the sides a bit too much, isn't it?
Yeah. So, got away with it a little, but...
Well, he might be forced to take it in the corner anyway. I mean, I can't imagine him scratching past that 7 ball, so he's got to be taking this on with a comfort, knowing, well, I'll probably have a look at the 7 if I can just make the 6.
Well, I mean, the way Tom banked the 4 inside that 7, you'd think you could fit a double-decker bus through it.
Fat.
Oh, yes. And that is what was needed from that position.
Yeah, the question is, can he get underside the 8 off 2 rails, or does he have to draw it across? Because the slide's going to take it a little bit wider off this first rail. He might even draw it if he can't. Yeah, I like that option better.
Yeah, if he can get somewhere near straight as well, he doesn't, or even there, he doesn't need to do anything with the cue ball here. No, he just needs to pop it off that cushion, if anything.
I don't know if he can.
No.
He would have preferred to go 1 more ball to the right or 1 more ball to the left. I think he's a little bit...
Halfway, yeah.
Yeah, just if he could just pot it and take his medicine. Doesn't need to go crazy. Yeah, just take what the tables give you.
Yep.
Why try to go wild when you're 7-3? You know, if you give him that shot most of the days, he's going to pot it right, so...
And this will take Oliver to the hill. Well, there we are, Graham. Oliver Szonki is now on the hill, 8-3 against Tom Penrose. He's not really given Tom much of a chance at all to get his teeth into this match. A little scratch of the head from Tom there.
Yeah, I think he's probably resigned to the fact now that he's not going to give up, of course, but needs a bit of a miracle here.
Yeah.
He definitely needs some help from Oliver, that's for sure. And Oliver's been breaking pretty well as well over the last few breaks. And that normally means that he's found something that works. So I wouldn't be surprised if the 1 ball goes in the side. Maybe another wing ball disappears somewhere down table. He's been getting like 2 balls off the break.
That was 1.
It's not ideal, but he will have a sniff at the 2.
Yeah. I mean, the 8-9 have left stuck together, but...
Yeah, but he's got one of them shots where he's going to have to play this 2 with a bit of pace to come above the middle pocket on the right side and then come back across table for the 3 in the top right corner. So
yeah, very good, Graham. I actually had a little flicker in my thoughts there that he may play safe, only from the way that he was conservative from the start, but I guess now at 8-3 he can start to just open the shoulders a little bit more.
yeah, and I think the 5 does go. The 8 ball's a problem, but with the 6 and 7 so close, maybe he can open something up. Maybe the 8 goes into the top, possibly. It's a little bit short though.
Oh yeah,
Quite a bit short.
that's quite a bit short.
Might have to play a bank if he wants to go for this. He does have a very good safety option. Depends how he's feeling, but he's already taken a little bit of a decision in this rack to go for it. I think the camera angle's a bit deceiving. Maybe he can play it. The 5 does go in the bottom left, I think. I don't know, it's a tough angle as well. Hard to tell. He plays a bank and try and get the cue ball down there. And try and make something happen.
Oh, he is. He's coming down through the middle of them, Graham.
How has he not hit one of those? Wow.
Anything but that.
Well, Tom's going to find himself in all sorts of trouble here. He's going to be having a little party with this 6 ball. Just needs to be careful he doesn't bank the 5, which is a It is possible.
Yeah, it's very, very possible.
I wonder if he can bank the 5 into the top side of the 9, open the 8 ball, and lock him up behind the 6 at the same time. That'd be good. He has banked it as well.
Oh. A little shake of the head there. I'm not too sure what was going on. I mean,
maybe
really
he kind of
like,
went for it. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now this is interesting for Tom because there is no easy, obvious escape. Looking at the 2-railer.
Oh, this can go wrong. 2 rails sliding.
Oh.
I tell you what, that was a great effort from there.
It looked like it just held a little bit of its sway.
Yeah,
Missed that by millimeters, micromillimeters.
Yeah, that was a good effort.
No.
Very good effort. Is 8 ball still a problem?
Yeah, Oliver was just looking at if he wanted to try and get into them, but I think that's a bit risky.
Yeah, only from the bottom would be probably wise. If you can go 2 rails, open them from the bottom, then you're probably guaranteed a 6 ball shot. But what he might play is here, if you can land, kind of there and just bump the 9 ball away from the 8. He wants to kind of have a bit like a straight pool break shot, if you know what I mean. If that rings any bells for our straight pool enthusiasts. Needs it to pull up a little bit.
Ooh.
Oh, I think it could be really good. And just play like a stun shot and just try to catch the 9 ball. Half ball would be nice. Maybe we see from the front end camera angle. See how. Yeah, there you see. He might have to play into the 8 and the 9, you know. I don't think he can play the stun 9 away. Oh, smart.
Yeah.
He just had a bit of a go forward angle versus a stun angle, and yeah, this is the match.
I think you called that right there, Graham. Absolutely.
But the 6 to 7 was very good to get that position. And here we go. This is all she wrote, Keth.
Absolutely. Good performance by Oliver, Graham.
Yeah, very good. I mean, Tom had some chances, but all in all, Oliver Solnocki, very, very strong indeed. Didn't really miss much. Punished all the mistakes and takes the win 9-3. Tom goes on to the loser side. Oliver moves on to tomorrow. And that's the end of this match. We will be back at 9 p.m. for the next matches. And I believe it will be Niels Fayen on this table. So that should be an exciting one. That's it from me and from Gethin. And we will be back very shortly. Hope you'll join us then. Bye for now. Just in the back when you come, just on the back side. In the back side? In the back, yeah. All right.
Well done, Oliver, on today's performance. Strong performance against Tom Penrose. How are you feeling with your performance in your first winners round match today?
Thank you very much. I feel good about it. I started very strong. I went up 4-0, but then some things happened. He came back to 4-2 and got unlucky not to come to 4-3. So I knew I had to stay focused during the whole match because it was not over. But I managed to, go through it rack by rack. So I'm happy with it because I think I didn't miss a ball. It was only some bad breaks or safeties, So it was a strong start. I hope I can keep it up like this.
It was indeed. And have you found that you've had to make any different preparations for today's event?
Apart from having a late match, I played the doubles yesterday. I lost early, and today I had a lot of time to relax. But that was it. But it's nice. I'm here with some friends, so we had a nice, relaxing day. So it's all good.
Well, it's lovely to have you back here at Lelystad again this year. Thank you very much for your performance, and we wish you all the best of luck for the rest of your tournament here in Lelystad. Thank you so much, Oliver.
Thank you very much.
Decke von mir. Hast du dir dafür? Das ist von mir. Oh, scheiße, nice. Warum das denn? Ja, bin ich verpflichtet, dir nächstes Mal eine auszugeben. Muss ich ja. Danke dir. Ja, bitteschön.
je hebt wel die twee op de hoeken, toch? Nee, twee zijn op de hoeken.
Ja, van Gino.
Gino. Ja, maar niet als die hier ligt. Af die winkel.
Okay.
Ja. Ja, maar
dat is vastgelegd. Die 2 is niks vastgelegd. Het is wel rectangular.
als jij die twee hier legt, als jij die twee hier legt of hier, dan kan je precies bepalen waar die eindigt.
Ja, ik weet het wel, bij mensen is het ook al kut. Alleen dan hebben wij dus niet in de regels staan.
Ja, precies. Da ist kein Regel, aber ich sage, das tut der Scheiße mit den zwei, weil wenn du die hier oder hier legst, dann kannst du deswegen müssen wir noch 100 Killings haben, die machen die hier oder da.
Okay.
Ja?
Okay.
Ja. it's a stork in Danish, and I was thinking I'm saying the Danish bird now to him in English. This is all wrong. Great conversation before a match, by the way. Not a bird. Yeah.
Weißt du, das nächste Mal, wo ich die gesehen habe, meine Tochter, war in Santa Augustin, dort hatte die auch.
Das war Lina.
Das war die?
Das war Lina. Ja, da war vader dabei.
Das ist ein VW. Zo'n VW Auto. Dat is niet
Oh ja,
bij.
dat is lang, daar heb ik nog in Holland gewoond. Ja, dat op die Olympische pro-race auto. Ja, dat was Lina. Ja, dat was ja. Dat was met vader.
Ja, ze waren erbij, ja.
Lina is goed zijn.
Ach du Scheiße. Ach du Scheiße. Hey, wir werden alt, ja?
Ja, ik weet het.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the second OrangeForks Open presented by Predator Cues, played here in the Wizards in Lelystad, the Netherlands. First of all, I want to thank our sponsors, Predator Cues, KAMUI Brand, Go Customs, Pocket Billiard Specialist, Mariposa Cues, Aramith, Iwan Simonis, Onboard Sportswear, Delft School of Pool, Carom Sports, and Metaalhandel Hinke Wolters. And of course, give a big round of applause for the team that is making this event happen, OrangeForks Production! We just want to remind all the players of the 9 PM round that we have a dress code rule. If you're unsure about the dress code, you can come to the tournament desk and our referee will be checking the dress code during the entire event. The format of the tournament is 9-ball and we're playing double knockout until the last 16 and from there on it's single knockout. We have in total 100 participants in this event. For the break rules, we have alternate break with a 9-ball on the spot and a break box is in effect. And a rack template will be used to rack the board. For all other rules, the WPA rules will apply. We have a referee in the venue to assist you with that. So in any situation, just contact the tournament desk or the referee. All the information about the tournament can be found on customspocket.com. You can see the matches over there and the flow chart. And of course, we also have information available here on the beamer and on the monitor at the tournament desk. And then last but not least, we have 4 OrangeForks live streams available on orangeforks.com and on their YouTube page, OrangeForks. We're gonna start announcing the final 4 matches of the day. All 4 of them are being played on the 4 live stream tables, which are on table number 1, Niels Fayen against Hossein Sadawi, table number 1. And on table number 5, Kaim Yacoubi against John Abiben, table number 5. On table number 13, Tim Jonkman against Johan van der Leest, table 13. And the final match of the day on table 16, Ali Abu Rashid against Quinton Pongers, table number 16. Once more, we're playing race to 9, 9-ball, alternate break, 9-ball on the spot, break box in effect, and the use of a rack template. Good luck.
gelijk. Gina?
Wir müssen Gino, du musst uns Bescheid sagen.
Start? Yep.
Well, a very, very warm welcome to all our pool fans joining us from around the globe. You join us for the last group of matches today, day one of the OrangeForks Open, and we are blessed with a beauty of a lineup. We have Niels Feyen of the Netherlands, who really does need no introduction, and he's taking on Germany's Mozijn Sadawi in a race to 9. Niels has won the lag, alternate break. Just a couple of things to add as Niels successfully makes the cut break, one ball in the middle pocket, and is left decent shape on this too, that it is alternate break. The 9 ball is on the spot, not the 1 ball, and as you can see from our great overhead view there, on the right hand side you'll see a box where the top right corner of that box is the brown 7, and that's where they have to break with the cue ball from. So a little bit of added complexity. Ooh, and that was a testy opener for Niels there. Got the best of him. And this is our second OrangeForks Open here in the wonderful town of Lelystad, about an hour north of Amsterdam. And if my memory serves me right, Niels wasn't here last year, so he will be looking to put his mark on the OrangeForks Cup. If Mozijn has got something to say about that. Joining me in the box, my name is Gethin Davis. I'm joined with Kevin Dijkstra, my good friend and colleague. Welcome, Kevin.
Thank you. So, just missed the first part of this match.
Well, you haven't missed much, sir. Niels won the lag, made the 1 ball cut break, had a shape on the 2, sadly missed it, and that's given Mozijn an opportunity here. And there was a bit of a break between the last match and this, so I've got to watch, in fact we both got to watch Niels and Mozijn have a good half-hour warm-up as we see the German just rattle that 4 and leave it in the pocket.
And
early frustration.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's pretty obvious he wasn't happy with that.
It's only the opening rack as well, Kevin.
Well,
I wonder how many butts he's got for his cue.
To be fair there, every chance you get, you need to take against Niels.
Absolutely. And our astute viewers who are aware of Niels and friends of Niels will see that he's joined by one of his daughters in the crowd. I don't know how that adds to the tension.
Yeah, I think they've been around for more than one match, so I'm sure he'll cope with it.
Yeah. And she seems to be very much enjoying watching her papa play. It's lovely when they bring their family with them to the tournaments as well. Niels, a good friend of OrangeForks, and was providing the entertainment last night for our side event. couples event, which was won by his World Cup partner, Marco Teutscher, who teamed up...
Mark
not Marco,
Bijsterbosch.
sorry, Mark Bijsterbosch. A lot of Marks and Marcos. You have to excuse me there. Who was playing with Mohamed Soufi. And they were putting on a great show last night.
Yeah.
While Niels was entertaining with the DJing. As we see Niels. Well, Mozijn had a chance there. And if...
And he still looks frustrated, by the way.
Yeah.
Here, look.
Yeah. Be interesting to see what our viewers at home think about that. And if there was ever a time not to put pressure on yourself, it's when you're facing a player of the ilk of Niels.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if this helps Niels' cause, you know. Not that he needs any more help, but if he can let his opponent do all the damage to themselves.
It will always help.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Although we may find Mozijn is that kind of player
that needs it. Yeah.
We have quite a number of Germans here at the tournament, neighbours of the Netherlands, a big Dutch contingency, and quite a few Belgians and players from further afield. But we've always had the Germans do well at these tournaments.
Yeah. That's a push shot. Oh, where's it going?
Well,
I really thought he was going to scratch.
Yeah, or even worse still, lock it in there.
Yeah. Well, then it would just be one more shot before it became ball in hand.
As you can see from this camera angle, this is no easy shot at all. And as you just may have seen from Niels, he's got a little knuckle of the pocket in his way, and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, and I think if you see your opponent is frustrated, just let him shoot a tough shot like this.
Yeah, he turned it down, went to play safe, and that 3-ball has leaked a bit further than he'd hoped. And that, I would say, would give Niels a good chance of playing a safety here. From my perspective, I'd want to slide off the right-hand side of the 3 and use the 8 to stop the cue ball and bring the 3 back up. However, Niels may feel there's more value in just tucking that 3-ball in between the 7 and the 8 and floating it back up to not far off where he is now, maybe even bringing the 4 and 9 into play.
Yeah. No, he's going with your first option, it seems like.
Yeah, focused on the 3 there, sliding it as close to the 9 as he could. And a bit of a tap of appreciation from Sadawi. He may just be able to see a little... No, he can't see an edge of that. He's completely covered it, even if he could.
He didn't look at it.
Did he not, Kev?
No.
I think there may have been a little edge he could have slid off. Whether or not there was any value in that, I don't know. But you feel like, unless that's Mozijn's MO, he's really going to need to stop beating himself up here. Because when he was relaxed in his warm-up, he seemed to be quite confident, making good cut shots, good control of the cue ball. Obviously, it's much more different when you step up to bat on the TV table.
Just if you step up to bat to play, then it's on the TV table, and then it's against Niels. It adds up and adds up and adds up.
Yeah, exactly. We do have 3 other tables streaming right now. I will bring you the players on them tables. However, they do not have commentating, as with our main TV table here. But there are other good matches going on, and these are the last ones of the day. And if you do watch them, please like, please subscribe, and do share to all your pool buddies. It really helps in us bringing these tournaments to yourselves. And he may pot this. Ooh, he didn't. It was a kick and stick, Kevin.
That was it though. I kind of had the feeling he was able to play for it.
Well, you fancy Niels is going to get into this. Doesn't need to do too much with the cue ball if he can just pop it off that cushion. Ooh. And that's 2 shots missed by Niels, and from our experience that's 2 more than he usually misses, so
but he does leave a tough shot for Mohsen.
Well, he's took advantage of that. He may have completely covered that with the 9-ball as well. Great camera angle here, indicates that if he can see anything of that 3, it's going to be the thinnest of edges.
Yeah, and then what will you do? Like if you can hit it thin, it's not a great shot to play. So as you can see, he's going 1 reel. Likes to hit it full.
Well, there was a danger, and there's always the danger if you're coming up the back side of the ball that the cue ball will trace down the rail, and this time it's avoided the 5 and found the pocket. And for all of the cue stomping, Mohsen finds himself in a nice little position here with ball in hand.
Yeah, but
the 6.
no, yeah, well that's actually also that's the next one, but that 9-ball is somewhat in the way for optimal shape on the 4.
Well, that wiped his feet. It's gone in from ball in hand, and he's locked himself on the back of the 9. Wow.
Well, that's not exactly what I meant with that 9-ball. Might be in the way, but
no.
And this is a tough jump.
Yeah, he's only got a ball and a half in between him and the 9. He's jumped that really well and made the 8, Kevin. Well, bit of drama. Second rack. Dare I say, a highlight reel shot. May not have been the shot he intended. May have been. But he's still at the table. And after putting himself in a bit of a hole, he's digging himself out quite nicely.
Well, but look what he does now.
He's done it again.
Well, no, he might actually be able to see it. Looks can be deceiving.
Well, he could. And I tell you what, that's not too bad. He may just have to run through a ball or 2. Yeah, or stiff it against the cushion. He just finished a bit too straight to do anything else there.
Yeah, and why would you make it more difficult?
Exactly, Kevin. Why would you make it more difficult? And
let me do that.
Yeah, exactly. And the German, Sadawi, brings the score back to 1-1. A little quick synopsis. Niels has missed 2 shots. Probably won't be too bothered by that, but hopefully for his sake, not the sign of things to come, but for his frustrations, Mohsen should be happy at 1-1.
Yeah. And definitely after hooking himself after the ball in hand, to be able to run out.
Well, Niels breaking right from the edge of the box. he made a good cut break on that one ball, so keep your eye on this bottom middle pocket here.
He's moving it a bit in.
Oh, it is. Sorry, yes. Thank you, Mr. Overhead. Oh. Wow. The one caught the middle knuckle in such a way that with the spin on the cue ball, it hugged the long rail down into the corner pocket. But as you can see, and our eagle-eyed viewers, that 2 ball is nowhere to be seen by the cue ball, so a push shot, most likely. I've seen Niels push into other jump shot positions from here.
Yeah, but the only feasible jump shot would have been like somewhere where the 8 is now.
Well, he did call the push. Some of our viewers new to the sport may have wondered what was happening there, but he's called a push shot, which means he can hit that cue ball wherever he wants on the table, even pot balls, except the 9, of course, which would be respected.
Oh, yeah, I was just going to say. He's allowed to
Steady
pot the 9
on,
ball.
Kevin. And then he gives the opportunity to his opponent to either take that shot on or give it back.
He might just left enough of the 2 ball there.
I don't know. I think it's a good camera angle. It just needs to shift a little bit more to our right. It's a deceiving. Does he have to do any movement? Does he have to jack up and masse at all? I don't know. He's looking at it long and he's not giving away much with his face. What do you think from there, Kevin?
Yeah, I
looks
think
better from where you're sitting.
I think it's no. He's kicking at it.
Yeah.
That's
doesn't
gonna
want.
leak.
Yeah. Clipped the 6. It clipped the 6, and that just forced it a bit higher up the table. And Mozain has another chance. As you can see on his shirt, Mozain from Dortmund. A little bit of a drive for him to get here to the Netherlands.
No, I think Dortmund is about a 3-hour, 4-hour drive, maybe.
4 maybe. Well, the prize money would get me driving 12.
Oh, no. I would take a plane.
And Mozain is tucking these away quietly. If you were to look at his face, you wouldn't really think that he was in this position. So hopefully he's starting to relax a bit out there now and has shaken a few of the frustrations away. And if he has, he could find himself with a good opportunity here, not only just to take the lead, but to really ask a question of Niels for if any more mistakes were to come his way. So this is an important visit here from Mozain. Yeah, he's still looking away and not looking comfortable, should I say.
Yeah.
But it's working.
Like you said earlier, it might be just his way of playing.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Well, he used all the pocket there, ladies and gentlemen. And it was a bit of a heart-in-the-mouth moment for Sadawi. However, the German, now, for the first time in the match, has taken the lead. And how important will that lead be? Well, will be to find out. As you've noticed, he now gets the break as well. It's alternate break.
Let's see what it leads to.
Yeah. Well, Niels has broke twice and has made the 1 ball on both occasions. Normally that means he's got 2 frames in the bag, so this may have some twists and turns that we are not able to foresee.
but he did make it in an unorthodox way on the second try.
He'll take it.
He sure will. That one ball's gone down nicely.
Very cleanly.
But the 4 might be... No, I think he might have it.
Well, if Mozine needed an excuse just to show a little bit of frustration, that would have been it. He was not expecting not to get shape on the 2 the way it was travelling. However, he's forced into a safety. Is that safe?
Oh, that 7 ball really helped.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I fancy Neil's jumping this.
I was just going to say, this is a tempting jump.
Yeah. There is a small danger if he gets too much bite on the cue ball. It could kick over towards the top left pocket.
Yeah, or if it grazes the 6 ball there.
As well, yeah, good spot, Kevin. So we're going airbound. Oh.
What? And does he get there? Oh, what a shot.
Well, not only does he make it to get position on the 3 in that fashion, Kev, got to be happy with that.
I'm sure he's done worse, yeah.
Well, does the 4 pass the 9?
Nope.
If not, he's having to come down. Yeah, he's picked the pace of that quite well. Has it gone enough? Yeah.
It's gone enough, but not...
Yeah.
He more likely wanted like another 1 or 2 rotations, I would say. Then he would have been pretty straight forward towards the side pocket.
And even if he overrun a little bit, he then had the long up into the top corner. However, he made that look easy.
It's a great recovery.
Yeah, quite straight. Maybe enough of an angle just to run through.
Yeah.
Otherwise, he'll dig into it.
No, he can run forward.
Yeah. And it's probably going to have to play a similar shot here.
I might go...
Just a good chunk of top.
No, I think he'll go 2 rails out. No.
No.
I'm full of it.
Well, he could have gone either way, to be fair, Kevin.
Yeah.
And to be fair, from watching a lot of Neil's play, he does like to swing that cue ball round 2 rails. Maybe just feeling he wants to keep it a little bit simpler. Which I don't blame him.
Yeah, that's nicely positioned on the 9 ball.
Indeed, for Niels, that's more like it. For Mozine, he did have another opportunity there. However, he sees his lead vanish. And now the score has been brought back to 2-2. Niels to break. As we just have a look at in the background, just above that table, I see the Belgian John Albeven. Can't tell exactly who he's playing there. On one of our TV tables. And then
in the back, it looks like Quinten Pongers there on the left.
Yeah, absolutely.
Blue jersey.
I don't have the scores to hand right yet, but I will endeavour to bring them to you as this match progresses, as we watch Niels break off for our 5th rack. 2-2.
Now he made it in the old-fashioned way.
Some good traffic to play safe. But if you did want to play attacking, there's a nice bank shot and good possibility of running that cue ball round all the traffic.
Yep.
is aggressive. Might not be the stage of the match.
No, and maybe also not the opponent you want to do that against.
Good point. Very good point.
Although he is looking at it.
This is what makes our job so much fun. He's made it.
And he's made the
He's
4.
made the 4 and used it as a blocker, which has given him a nice long 3. And dare I say, not too difficult a shape to just float back on up this table for the 5, 6, and 7. So
you could just see it does go there. So
he summed up the risk reward of the bank shot, felt it was in his favor. This time he was correct.
now he needs to navigate away from that 9 ball.
Yeah, or is he going to try and slam into it? It's a brave shot, that is.
Well, the end result has to be the same either way.
Well, yeah, anything but floating off the top of the 9, because he may end up tucked behind it. So he's done that, but he's hit it thick enough, sorry. And that's not a bad shot at all. Whatever early match jitters Niels may have had, he certainly looks like he's putting them to bed. And that's not a good sign for Mozaïne.
That's not a good sign.
You've been waiting for that one, haven't you?
No.
Needs that to bounce. Oh, no, yeah. No, I thought... actually, did not see the 8 there, so you have to excuse me.
Yeah, just as I said, 2 rails out, a couple of shots later, but it's a minor detail.
Well, when he is in, he makes it look very easy, and what was a deficit of a frame, he's now turned into a 1-frame lead, so things are looking a little bit more comfortable for Niels. And for our Dutch supporters, that will be music to their ears. For our German supporters, who are backing Mozaïne, well, it's only 3-2. It's still early. And if he can take advantage of what chances he gets, and the chances continue to come, then he could very well be in with a shout at an early upset. And if you do see, as you may just see at the bottom of the screen there, you'll see these bright orange players' tops, as you can see behind Mozaïne there, that they are the OrangeForks Open tops available here at the Wizards Lelystad. Yeah. And after last year's event, we saw them crop up at all sorts of different events, didn't we? I think we even managed to wear them to the Moscone ourselves.
Yeah, that's for sure. We did that. That's a nice thin cut.
That's a thin cut, yeah.
But it doesn't get there, I think.
No. And, well, Mozaïne's finding every reason to be upset, but I don't know. Maybe you might want to have a go at that.
I think he can just thin.
Oh. Yeah.
I can imagine if he goes for that shot, the referee will get called.
Yeah, I'd really fancy coming over, as we look at the table now, the bottom side of this, the right-hand side of the 3.
You see Niels waiting.
Yeah.
Makes perfect sense.
Well, we're on day 1, ladies and gentlemen, and on the TV table we do have a referee available, but at the moment that is for all the tables, so it's really a request service, while he also keeps a beady eye on proceedings. Oh, he's fouled. After all that.
No referee needed.
No
for that.
referee needed. But as the tournament progresses, we will be having a referee on the TV table. And shot clock. And it's just to ensure that we keep play moving on the TV table, keeping our viewers entertained. And it means that we can bring you as many matches per day as possible. So Niels gifted a ball in hand.
We'll probably make light work of that.
Yeah, he may be able to just screw up around the 5 here.
Yeah, you might just have enough angle for
Do you think
that.
he can just screw back past, slide alongside it? I'm not too sure.
Yeah, I think he just might be able to make it work. Here, there you go.
Yeah. Wow.
That 6 ball is tight.
It is. You really want to be putting it into the bottom left corner pocket as we're looking at the screen here.
So where his cue ball is now would be optimal for him, but he's electing to go the other side.
Yeah. I preferred him going that way. It did look rather tight going through the 7 and 9 there. How's the cue ball looking here, Kev?
It's a bit short, maybe.
Yeah, Niels knows it. I mean, he could just roll up with the cue ball to the 9 here and play safe. But that's not Niels's game plan here.
And the shot was easy enough, how you want to say it,
Clean as a whistle.
to not take it on in this case. So.
And yeah, that was a costly unforced error from Mosin there. A little bit of activity around the shot because we needed to get the ref in to keep an eye on it, but an unforced error nevertheless. And what was a 2-1 lead for Mosin Sadawi of Germany has now turned into a 4-2, I was thinking.
4-2,
It should be 4-2.
Yeah, because Niels won the leg, right?
Yeah. So we're just waiting for the scoreboard to be updated, but for our viewers, it is 4-2. And Niels seems to be just turning it up a notch.
Yeah, the tablet's up. Oh, it just switched on our screen as well.
And the score is 4-2 to Niels Fine. Niels Fine to break in this alternate break format. Keep your eye on that 1 ball, the yellow 1. Yep. He made that and the 2 by the looks of it. The 3 has tracked towards the centre pocket, but
Not far enough.
no, and it's in a little tricky, pickly position there.
Yeah, definitely if you look at where the 4 ball is, because he needs to bring the cue ball back.
I don't like it. Is he looking for an area to put that cue ball?
Yeah. Or is he going to avoid the side pocket if he goes for it?
I think he will, but he's going to be having to load it with right-hand side or maybe a bit of top right, but he dug into it. got a little nibble of the 9.
It doesn't pass there.
No, it doesn't, Kevin. I mean, again, he just needs to stick the cue ball here.
Yeah, I think you can just, if he plays a stop shot.
He has to be careful he doesn't pot the 4. He may bank it in.
Yeah. Then he's screwed.
Yeah, that 6 becomes rather difficult then.
Oh.
Let's see what he's going to do here, Kev. Well, he's just eyed up the bank. I'm sure he eyed up the bank angle there.
Yeah, but wasn't that to make sure he misses it? No.
He full-blooded. Full-blooded. And he's made a couple of banks to continue the run.
Yeah.
The table has had a couple of days play on it, albeit regularly cleaned in between matches. But it does sometimes make the judging of bank shots that little bit more difficult. There's some slide, fresh cloth. I'm sure hitting them harder eliminates that somewhat.
Yeah, and we all know Niels has played his fair share of banks.
Yeah, and you have to imagine keeping Mozijn in his chair will only be adding to the frustrations. So, not too much to do off this 7. And Niels does seem to be putting it into another gear here.
Oh, he needs a bit of a bounce.
Yeah, he's had a couple of shots come up short.
Yeah, well, it was a bit deceiving again, but if you look at this, it's way straighter than I thought.
Well, Niels is keeping us quiet in the box here, Kevin. I was a little lost for word there, and he's now extended his lead to 5-2. It is a race to 9 in alternate break, so there is always the opportunity for Mozijn to start turning this around.
Yeah, you need to start by winning your own racks, of course.
Yeah, his body language is still not convincing me. And this is for some people playing these events, is getting the opportunity to play the likes of Niels.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that 4-ball is going to be his big spoiler, because I wasn't sure at that point if he was able to see the 2, or like.
Do that carefully.
But that 4-ball made it even more possible,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he could go for the kick and stick here. There's a lot of traffic with the 9-4-7 there in the picture, which he's done. He's played that at a lovely pace.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. There are gaps between that cluster of 3.
Yeah, but straight away Niels grabbed the joystick and we've seen him make a great jump. What was it?
Back in the
rack.
Yeah, in the 4th rack jump, where
That
he
was also the 2.
Yeah, 2-ball. I have to write these things down, Kevin. You just bring them up for fun. Fantastic. Well, that was a tricky jump shot. He hasn't come away with that fortune.
But this cue ball could run into the 6. That could cause some problems.
Yeah, ideally he wants to avoid that. I think he was trying to play it a bit thick to do that as well.
Yeah.
And that is not what you want to be doing at this level and at this stage of the game. But yeah, maybe he felt that he was going to run into the 6 there, and that would have very much encouraged trouble. However, Niels, surprisingly or not, finds himself back at the table in quite a nice position.
So it's all about that 5 ball.
Yeah, I'd like to screw back and finish straight on this 4 into the center pocket. Maybe could pop it out just a little bit and play it up into the corner. Now he's halfway to both.
I think he's going to cut it into the side because I'm not quite sure if the 5 goes by the 8.
Oh, well, I made the assumption that it would. Or from that camera angle, I think it does.
Yeah, judging by where Niels put his cue, he's basically trying to get the cue ball somewhere in line with the 5 ball on the first diamond, past the side pocket.
Yeah.
A bit like so.
Had to go that way, really. Yeah. Now, whether he can see the whole pocket or not will mean he's going to have to play this very delicately. Great camera angle there, picking up the concentration on Niels' face. You could see that he was sensing the importance of that shot. It was easy to make a mistake there.
Gonna play it short side here? Yeah.
Yeah, not do too much at all. Choice of 2 pockets.
Yeah, I'm expecting him to go long though.
Well, what was looking like it could have been interesting is certainly for the German. It's starting to feel like it's running away from him a bit here. And if Niels won't let him on the table, he's not really going to have much chance to stem that flow. It could be the alternate break. It's going to be the only thing left to give him that chance.
But it's 6-2 now.
Yeah.
Niels is about to break.
He's going to be needing mistakes now. Niels, living in Denmark, although always a favourite Dutchman, comes from Den Haag Pool Club, Hague 5. Great bunch of guys and girls down at Hague 5. Miss them dearly. Looking forward to seeing a few more of them up here. And Niels, a very good ambassador, not just for the sport, which is what we all appreciate, but also for the local game here in the Netherlands. And when he does come here for matches, he'll try and get into the tournaments and put a few clinics on as well.
Yeah, actually, next month he's doing one.
Was it a 1 pocket?
Yep.
Yeah, my ears started getting itchy as soon as it was getting talked about. However,
but I do think that's already full.
Well, there's always room for a second. Now, what I'm going to say here is if Niels' break can remain the way it's going, Niels has got a good chance of getting deep in this tournament because the break has been key for the matches that I've seen so far today. And if he can consistently make a ball off the break, he's going to give himself every chance. While I'm talking, yeah, he just got a nudge there, eh?
Yeah.
And now, well, it's an edge he has to jump over. Look.
Yeah, but also his hand, as you can see, he's looking at, can I put my hand here?
Yeah. He might have to be a bit unorthodox here. If he can't get his regular bridge, he might have to come up with something on the fly. Now, the only benefit, or rather thing going his way here, as far as I can see, is that he's not having to jump over the complete 6-ball.
Well,
or where does he?
No.
Yeah.
That other angle made it look like he had to jump way more of that 6-ball.
Yeah. I do love the overhead, Kevin, every time. I'll say it more than once on this at this tournament.
You can maybe see.
Oh, he needs that to run behind the 8 and stay behind the 8.
Well, it does, but I think he still left it.
Yeah. It's a tricky cut. But if he plays it, he may even be able to play it a little bit harder than he hopes and use the 8 to slow the cue ball down. So it doesn't have to be too delicate, perhaps. Yeah, he's done just that. Thank you for listening to me, Mozine. It very rarely goes like that for me in the box.
How does it feel?
I'm ecstatic. And this could be just what Sadawi needs. He's somewhat been humbled a little by Niels over the past 5 racks. Niels winning 5 on the row. 5 on the bounce, rather, in a row. And whatever happens next, it needs to begin with Sadawi taking this frame if he wants to start getting his teeth back into this. He played that very delicately.
Yeah. Almost started wondering if he would make it.
Yeah. He was playing like this in his warm-ups as well. So, as much as he would be showing a bit of frustration throughout this match, he doesn't have to be frustrated about too much, in my opinion. And brings the score back to 6-3. So, looking a bit more respectful. Does get the break now as well. Important for Sadawi. And what looked like Niels running away with it has just had a temporary snuff. Will it continue? Well, Mozine has every chance as he gets down to break, trailing by 3 racks to 6. Oh, that cue ball was going in the middle bag as well, Kev? Ooh. Well, he's got away with it. Made 2 off the break.
Does have shape.
Yeah. And
no.
A little tap on the table from...
No clusters whatsoever.
Yeah. Not too sure what the tap of the table was on there for. Maybe they all knew that, both recognised that the cue ball was scratching. So maybe acknowledging that he got away with it. He's cued across that. Got away with it, Kev. Or has he? Yes, he has. Well. Oh.
He may not have.
My instant opinion is no, he can't.
Yeah, but if
this overhead is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
And Mozine's response
would have led you. Yeah, he wasn't happy.
No.
Well.
Maybe he. Nah. I think if he can hit it, he can't make it.
No. I mean, he can play a real hard attempt at a kick and stick and leave the cue ball down there and try and push the 2 all the way up around towards this 7 and hope the 8 comes in as a bit of a blocker. And if he then does catch it too thick, there is a chance of potting
but that's a lot of ifs.
Well,
And big ifs.
I'm trying to think if there's not an edge, he might be forced into having to go cushion first and with a bit of premise. Or can he just come on the top side, the right side of the two off the cushion? And yeah, he played the kick and stick, but the cue ball just leaked a bit down the table. And a good chance for the German to put Niels in a spot of bother here.
Yeah, he doesn't seem the type of player to go for the bank shot here.
The commentator's curse. You have to excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, but Kevin Dykstra with a great call.
Well, I said something about a bank shot.
He's just doing it to upset you, I'm sure.
Oh, wow.
And then he
does this to upset himself.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not even sure that the bank shot was the best shot there. We'll not know now. This is a tricky one for Niels.
Well, he made a similar shot earlier in the match, I think.
The 4 is wide out in the open, so not really needing to worry too much about the cue ball, although there is middle pockets looming. He's caught it a bit thin. The 3 ball has bounced quite a way back up the table, which has made this shot that bit more difficult. And Mozain has played a similar shot. However, he's left the 3 closer to the corner pocket. So,
but the cue ball closer to the rail.
Yeah, quite difficult to get some running side on this cue ball, and also a lot of traffic to try and swing it around. So may feel he needs to dig into this, which will really increase the level of difficulty of the shot. As you can see from the overhead, there's a bit of a gap for him to work with, but not much. Oh, you got it through the gap, Kevin. That to me was probably one of the best shots so far in the match.
And at a key moment in the game, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Now it's 7-3.
Well, if Niels does make it 7-3, I believe it may be a hill too big to climb for the German. However, it's not over yet, although Niels is looking rather comfortable and is not needing to do too much off this 8 ball either.
No, just stun it off the rail and you're on the 9 ball.
Just like that. Great camera angle. And Niels Feyen, after trailing 2-1 at the early stages of this match, finds himself now leading by 7 racks to 3 in this race to 9. 2 more for him to get the win. A little bit further for Mozain, our German, to go. And that's going to be made a little bit harder now by the fact Niels gets the break as well. And as we were both alluding to, Kevin, he's been consistently making that 1 ball off the break.
And all he needs is, again, shape on the lowest ball on the table after that.
Yeah. And that's not always been coming his way. So maybe the break box playing its role in that. Yeah, he's done it again. Look at that 2-ball, Kev. Might get knocked. Oh, might have got knocked in by the 6 there. Oh.
Well, I think now he thinks,
oh,
I wish it would have got knocked in. Because aiming on his 3-ball is easier than aiming on the 2-ball from where the cue balls are positioned.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Kevin. Well, another good break. He has been very unfortunate with the positioning of the cue ball, and it looks easy where that 2-ball is right now. You just have to touch it and it'll go in. But it's not as easy as that with the cueing.
So the lucky part though is there is an edge of the cue ball visible on the right hand side, which makes it a bit more bit easier to go that way. But that's about it.
And just while we're waiting, oh, he's already there. I'll wait till he's played the shot. Jacking up high, just to avoid the 7. Yeah, he's done that right. Couldn't do too much more with that at all. He's going to have to move the cue ball a little bit around the table here to get round for the 4. But just wanted to add, while we've got all of your attention at home, we have 4 tables streaming now. We're at the last matches for today's play, but please do click subscribe, like, and please do share. More importantly, if you get your notifications, you may see the stream for tomorrow already there. If you click on notify, you will be told when the action starts. And if you want to know what the schedules are and the fixtures, please go to qscore.com and do a search for OrangeForks Open, and you will get a full list breakdown of the results and all of the fixtures as far as the draw will take you. But we will be back for day 2 tomorrow. Today we started at midday. I will just confirm the start time for tomorrow with you before we leave you today. Niels might play your 2-railer here, Kev. Yeah, I do like that shot. Just leaves everything easy.
And again. Something tells me you won't do it again.
In your bones. And Niels Vian putting himself on the hill quite convincingly there. Made that look easy. And he's got 1 foot in the next round. Looking comfortable.
Yeah.
And while we watch Mazine rack up, I'm just trying to flick through the scores, but you have to excuse me, it's on my phone. And that does cause me with a couple of problems for seeing it while we're bringing you this match. And he made the 1, Kevin.
No, he
didn't. Oh, it's just oh, there we go.
He did make it. Looks like he did make the 3-ball. but hooked himself on the one.
This has happened a few times for him, and you can imagine that adds to the frustration. And just to bring you the updates, KAMUI is trailing by 6-3 to the Belgian John Abiven. The Dutchman Tim Jonkman is playing another Dutchman, Johan van der Leest, and he is winning. Tim Jonkman is winning 8 frames to 2, finds himself on the hill, and the next streamed match is also on the hill. The Dutchman Quentin Pongers leading by 8 racks to 1 against another Dutchman, Ali Abu Rashid.
And they're both at the table, I see, so
could be turning into results soon.
Well, Tim just missed, so no, just Quentin on the table.
But they are on our other stream tables. No commentating on them.
What?
But still high definition, top quality pool here in Lelystad, the Wizards Pool Hall. Niels is wanting to wrap this up. At this visit, from here it looks like he can't see the two, but clearly he can. Or can he?
Well,
yeah.
What can he do with it?
Well,
there's a risk of...
He's got to jack up, and that just makes this shot that much more, that much more difficult. It's sort of like a semi-jump shot.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. It goes behind the 9.
Yeah,
the cue ball goes behind the 9 after the shot.
He's got to have this ball spinning backwards. It's got to flick that 8 and then grab, and it should pull the cue ball away from the 8-9. Oh, he didn't need to. He just was able to freeze the cue ball. Clearly, it was straighter than we thought.
Yeah. And now you fancy him to finish this one.
Well,
the only somewhat tricky shot is getting shape on the 8 from the 7, but...
Well, I'm sure that's playing on Niels' mind. I mean, he's got to get there first. He can just punch the cue ball over here, and this will be all about position on the 7. Center table.
Yeah.
I've watched quite a few educational videos with Niels. He does love the center of the table, and he can get that cue ball there very, very regularly. And this is about getting the 9 ball out of the way, which he has done by the looks of it. Well, Kevin.
There we go.
Mozine's already called it. Niels Feyen progresses through to the next round with a convincing scoreline of 9-3, although early days did look a little bit uncomfortable and was going a little bit towards Mozine. However, Niels, one of the favorites I'd like to say for this event, makes it through to the next round. Please do, as I mentioned before, click notify on the YouTube channels and keep an eye on Q Score for the start times tomorrow. And we will be bringing you all of the proceedings. 4 tables in total streamed. I've been joined by Kevin Dykstra in the commentating booth. My name is Gethin Davis. Thank you for joining us today, and we look forward to having you back with us tomorrow.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Good night.
wo ich es faul mache. Wo ich die einzige noch da habe und muss ich faul auf den Tag. Normalerweise muss ich safe spielen.
Ja,
Er ging schon. Ich wollte den stoppen auf die 8.
zo lang.
Hä?
Zo lang.
Ja,